do live, that's how I'm starting every podcast. Yeah.
Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Sign and Ease. It's all about the flow. I got my main man, the eldest vet in the industry, TK.
Elder.
Yeah, you are the youngest in charge, MC Malcolm Chu.
This man is older than
What's
me.
up, y'all? What's going on?
And AKA, they call me Mr. I'm on the mic.
This man is older than me. You know, Mr. I'm on the mic, every time I have to find your name on Instagram, I'm like, bro.
I'm on the mic. It should be easy.
I just typed in Mike, that's it.
Yeah.
Every time I type I on, I said, it's not popping up. Let me search Mike.
Yeah, I just typed in Mike, that's it. It's gonna pop up.
These guys, as you can see, it's been a struggle. Let's talk about topics today. We just left the war room. We have two dope topics today to talk about. So
Shout out to our two producers. Thank you for you. We're moving on. If you want to join the team, let us know. As a role for everybody.
As we build and grow, we appreciate y'all tuning in, growing with us. Keep all the comments coming, all the love being shown, all the reposts. We appreciate it. First and foremost, let's start off with the first topic.
First topic is the art of content creation and where we music, videos, and everything. And also, as we were in the entrepreneur space, you're technically your own boss. So how do you motivate yourself to keep going? Or especially when you do certain things and, you know, copycats, I would say. Or you do the same thing you did, but it take off better. So just the entire process of the creation aspect, the pitfalls of it, you put yourself in a circle. I could say even for us, we've seen ourselves repeating the same topics because we just started and it's so easy to get burned out. So what are your thoughts, guys?
About content creation?
Yeah.
Or being a content maker? I think
all of the above.
content creation, I feel like it's an art form and you do have to master it like any other job you got. I just feel like you have to figure out what your niche is and attack that. It could be the same topic, but more ways to think about it, more ways to attack it. I feel like you could be talking about business. There's so many facets of business that you can do a year-long content about one topic because everybody has their own viewpoints on each thing. It's kind of like social media, it's kind of like an opinion. We all got one. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like content creators of this day and age, they choose that as their primary option, opposed to maybe people from other generation, they chose that as a secondary option or as a hobby. I think as we get into this, it's like the discussion is it safe to go into it as a primary hobby? Why I think today's going to be kind of a great intuitive conversation is because we have two people here from two different, I guess, is it generations? You have a Gen Z, and then you have...
What are we?
What?
What are we?
No, I said we're Gen Z, and we have somebody from the...
He dyes his hair, by the way. We can zoom in.
But you have...
When old people start doing the side fade, they start dying, coming to the camera.
He's not lying about that. But on a real aspect, you have the millennials and you have the Gen Z.
We're millennials?
Technically, yeah.
Can we fact check that real quick?
We can.
What generation?
Yeah, go ahead and check that. I mean, as we wait, let him check that. But I guarantee that you're Gen Z.
Yeah, I'm Gen Z.
So tell me how you feel Gen Z goes about using content creation or becoming a creative director, or because these are all terms that are quote unquote new age. Like when I was in college, there wasn't anybody saying I'm gonna not go to college and be a content creator. So like now that you have that option, like it's something that you chose to do. Tell me how you even knew that this is what you wanted to do and how you took that leap of faith, not to, I guess, go to college and get a degree and then jump into this entrepreneurial world, with that being your niche.
We're all Gen Z, all of us.
I'm Gen Z.
Well,
Sorry about that. Sorry.
I'm a '90s baby, so I'm Gen Z.
All right.
You know, so they just came up with a new one called Generation Alpha.
No, don't worry about it.
All right, that's enough.
That's enough. Sorry.
That's enough.
For the question at hand, go ahead.
So you asked me, what's it like from my standpoint as far as content creation? Well, like, I feel that right now with so many, like, it's just like so many different things that are popping up. And I feel like from my perspective, being a content creator, it's it's kind of weird because I kind of look at stuff from the past more so than anything to get my kind of like my inspiration from stuff like older cats like and people stuff that was filmed like in the 80s and 90s and the 70s and stuff like that. I'm trying to tap more into that type of space because a lot of stuff that I see now is kind of.
You feel like you were born in the wrong generation sometimes.
But it sounds corny when I say if I was to say that though. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody say for the most part. Everybody feel that way, but I feel like with me, I feel that I grew up in an old head type of house. Like my parents are not like super old or nothing like that, but I feel like their perception on life, as far as like the creativity wise, as far as like music and stuff like that, I feel like I picked up a lot from that. More so, what was currently going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the house, it was a different type of world, but versus outside. Like you know what I mean? But I feel like I took bits and pieces and I kind of put together kind of like what I see, instead of paying attention until like kind of what's going on every day in the world as far as that goes. I still struggle with that as far as like pay attention to what's going on in the market so much because I feel like too many ideas I get from outside can like flood me and get overwhelmed a little bit. So I kind of just focus on kind of like what I'm used to and what I know a little bit and add just little tiny pieces together to make it my own thing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like even with trying to do it as like a career and stuff like that, for me, I kind of, I was way back when I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. So it was like a thing where I had kind of like, I fell off with that. I kind of returned back to what I know. I was like, okay, I could do this, you know what I mean? And hustle whatever I need to do to, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
content and creatively direct things, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the question now becomes is that when people say that, what do they mean by like content creation? Or like, is that really like a term they just use for new marketing?
Yeah,
or is that an actual job description?
That word content is just a word that was coined to just encompass everything. Because now, especially now with certain beats makers or even musicians, they have to also do more than just create beats. They have to sell themselves, like pimp themselves out. Yeah. So, you made a beat, but how you gonna let the world see it? You just gonna post it up, or you gonna come up with something creative?
Concept.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of creatives, especially struggle as far as actually making content for themselves, whatever field, whether you selling art, like actual physical art, paintings, all that type of stuff, versus being a producer, being an artist, musician, and all that stuff like that. It's so many different ways you can do it, and I feel like a lot of people, they just don't want to be out there like that, especially nowadays, but, and if they do, sometimes it may come off as forced, but I feel like the ones that really kind of like excel, those are the ones that kind of just focus on just trying to get comfortable on camera and just being natural with it, honestly. But I feel like, even with you guys, how like comfortable are y'all as far as like being on camera, like starting out? Like, we always comfortable with being on camera, y'all didn't care, like, what was it like?
Well, most people that know me know my experience is always being behind the scene. Yeah. But now it's just, you have to step out of the forefront once in a while. Well, this is me, because I remember when you asked me, TK, do you have any footage or everything you've done in the last 10 years? I'm like, I was just there.
I feel it.
I was just there. And, and I think that's what separates generation to generation, where back then, we just know, as we're growing up, we just know, do it, get it done, on to the next one. Do it, get it done, on to the next. But now they say, you have to be able to create, grasp something so you can show people this is it. It's like a resume now. Our previous resume is, you did it, yeah, who can I call to confirm? Oh yeah, call this guy. Well, no, I was there, and the content is there, and that's what separates. That's why I feel like the young, I don't want to say these kids, but that's why these kids coming up now, they grasp that, if I'm there, they told me to come perform here, I'm going to shoot behind the scenes, getting there. It becomes like a boxing match where there's a heavyweight fight and HBO's putting it out, behind the scenes. They have taken that level of, even if they're performing 5 minutes, but open up, but they've taken that level of detail to say, I'm going to show you my journey to that performance. And that's how they get the fan base, and that's why they eat it up.
Well, I think let's unpack that. Like, when you brought that up, it's like being in front of a camera isn't really natural, right? So everybody's going to be nervous. It's kind of like public speaking. Yeah. Like, you go to school to kind of learn how to public speak. Because everybody has that nervous wreck of being on camera. I don't ever remember my first time on camera. They had to give me breathing lessons. Like literally, you're literally going through it, like because it's nerve wracking. But then over time, you start to get kind of a grasp for it. But I always feel like when he's bringing up that mentality of get it done. It was maybe our generational, I guess, motivational speak just one after the next. Yeah. But now people in this generation are basically saying, let me not get it done with quantity, let me get done with quality. So even if they do have 5 minutes to perform, right? Yeah. They're gonna get the most efficient way out of that 5 minutes. Because they know that it's really just 5 minutes of fame. So they're gonna basically squeeze
There's a video guy on stage.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the audience getting crowd reaction. Yeah.
They're trying to grab it all because they just know that more bang for buck. Because the more, especially with y'all's generation coming up, is just like, you gotta kind of grasp the moment because everybody's doing it already. And it's not like our time where you can pay for like high quality. A lot of people can't afford to go get like Black Magic cameras and a third. But back in the day, you weren't going to get close to it. Even if you had the money, you had to know somebody to get into some type of production house and a third. But now, you technically can get a phone and technically go 4K and go viral. Or sometimes too, with this generation, why I like it is that when I was coming up, it had to be cream crisp quality to even get on a Shade Room or Ball Alert. Yeah. But this time now, as long as your phone, you can go viral. Like literally in the restaurant, I see people go viral just for their phones. And I post back in the day, and then they get paid for that. As long as the idea of the content is worthy enough, you can probably blow. Mm-hmm. To make it seem like it's all natural, it can blow.
Repeat that. Look into the camera and repeat that. You can probably blow flying.
You can probably blow. What?
As long as the idea is behind the content, yeah, let them know that.
Possibility's always there, though.
Yeah.
Well, the possibility is there, but you know when you're taking a chance on virality, there is no real like the numbers are very low. But
if you aim for viral, you won't blow.
You won't blow. So that's what I'm thinking in my head is that it has to be something to where it's unique enough. So no matter to be caught on any type of camera, whether it's a camera shooting a 6K, 4K, or an iPhone camera, the idea is strong enough to blow. It's kind of like music. I think I was reading a post yesterday, something like that. I sent it to y'all about like they're not signing any other artists unless you're able to make noise on social media, create content, and go have viral moments. You don't have to be that much, but literally, and it makes sense too. Like, I don't care how talented you are. Like, even if you're doing podcasting, if you're not able to get clips that can go, nobody really cares what you're talking about because that's how you engage them to come in and listen to long. Like, a couple clips will make you go from a minute to get 5 minutes, 5 minutes to 30 minutes. But if you can engage somebody for 1 minute, nobody cares.
And what he said is true. I remember the show that most of us grew up loving, Family Matters. Yeah. The star of the show was only asked to come on for one episode with like 3 lines, and he stole the scene. And they had to rewrite. I remember because I read the story. They had to rewrite the entire show around Steve Urkel, as opposed to they were going to write the show around another black family, Carl Winslow, and him raising his family, and it became the Steve Urkel show. So it's like that. You just keep it short. They give you an arm, a hand, take the arm, and you go for the body. Find a way to make the little time they give you, make it happen.
Let me ask you this though: who is the artists that are out now, the people that are doing their thing as far as an industry and stuff like that? Which artist content do you guys feel like, wow, like his content or her content is crazy? Like do y'all have like a know of any of the artists that caught your eye, like, oh, they're doing something like as far as content wise and stuff like that? It doesn't have to be Afrobeats, it could be wherever that you've seen.
I'm not Kai Cenat. The way he went about it, that's like, I didn't know about him. I had one of our producers was telling me, yo, do you see Kai Cenat? I think when he was reaching maybe 1 million followers or so, yo, the way he did it, he's a real motivation to me, this isn't that. To me, I said, I'll see it, I guess, but when you really look at it, the way he was able to build it, I saw a clip the other day. He said the first time that somebody paid me for ad to name drop at headphones, and they paid me like $200, and I was like, yo, this shit is bogus. I was, do I really want to do it? And I said it in the video, and I got $200, and they said, oh shit, this is easy. So I just, the way it goes, the question actually will tie into our next topic about, is it that easy this day and age to actually go viral? But I feel like most people are just have the talent and found how to grasp the people. What you think?
Honestly, what I realize now is that like maybe the times aren't for me. Yeah, like I don't.
And I'm the old one.
Yeah. No, or maybe, yeah. I'm not even saying times as far as like age group or like I'm talking about just like I came up watching like music videos of like Michael Jackson stuff like that and seeing creativity.
Yeah.
Like right now, people can drop content and it cannot be that creative. Or you'll get a creative person every now and again, but to see one artist who recreated the wheel multiple times, no.
You think Michael Jackson would go crazy in this day and age with the way of social media?
Crazy. Because think about this, right? In his time, doing those videos with, like, to this day, him being, I forgot when, I think I Remember the Time video where he turned into sand or whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, who now is bringing up a visual? And it's like, those are back then. Nobody can even, people can't touch that time now.
Especially coming out from under the stage.
No.
And people yelling and passing out, bruh.
So these are things to where, like, when you're doing ahead of your time, that's why people, those are what I deem as viral moments. Like, you'll have one now and again, but I don't think you can name to me anybody who consistently right now is giving you multiple viral moments.
Performance-wise? Performing?
No, just regular content. Because that was the question, right? It wasn't performance, but regular content.
But there was one artist I always mention him giving his flowers. I feel like because I noticed that he got a tour deal with Live Nation, being an independent artist. Like,
Larissa?
Yeah, like when I seen that.
But
I seen like how he does it as far as like he does his music videos on Instagram. Like he doesn't even like he does the short form content mostly, but like, that leads to streaming and everything else too. Just doing it on Instagram.
Well, it was a creative way of attacking that process. I get it. But has he brought another way of doing it again? Like to get to the bag is one thing. To keep the bag coming because he can't do the same formula again to get another bag. He got to bag up from getting that formula.
He can if nobody else has mastered it.
Oh yeah, no, but mastering it is knowing how to recreate the wheel more than once. That's what I'm asking. If he's able to. That's why I asked, has he done it again? Because he's been doing that game for about a year, almost 2-3 years now.
3 years.
2-3 years now. I've watched him off and on. That's how I found out about him. The backyard.
But I feel like the idea of just the idea of going from doing backyard concerts to getting an actual deal, like a Live Nation deal.
You don't see it.
It's still crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's like damn. Like
Well,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just from that and inviting people up to your home to do a concert like your backyard with your. Because y'all got the money to do it.
No, it's
like,
a genius. It's a genius plot. Like a plan. It was genius.
Crazy.
But I feel like everybody.
Your backyard is big too. Let's put a show together.
Yeah, let's try. Yeah, no, but that's my point. But it's already been done before, so it won't be a wow factor anymore.
Yeah, we had to come
so I mean, what's the next wow factor? That's what I'm asking. But look on. I'm sorry.
Let's bring like a. We'll discuss.
We'll discuss.
Well, I'll ask this then.
Hold on, but I thought you were going to second his question.
That is us going into the second question about.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we already did. Ask your question.
Okay.
So what I was saying is, wow factor. Name one of the wow factors like you guys seen like in the last 5 years.
Oh.
Come from an artist, a creative. Like what was it like a wow factor? You're like damn.
The last wow factor.
Anybody, yes, from anybody.
That caught my eye.
He's like damn, that's hard.
You see, when you ask an African a question and they put their hand on their head, they are using this to suppress the idea so they can compose it. So that's what I am doing right now. I'm thinking,
You can take the joint with Sway Lee and them where they did the Manca Challenge.
The Mannequin Challenge?
That was the one that was genius. Because I think they're the first ones who were ever able to release a challenge with a song and it go.
Yeah.
First of their time.
even
that would make people
that time, our presidential candidate was supposed to be campaigning. She was doing mannequin challenge.
Yeah. That one went.
Oh.
Who else was it? Who else had
The
a...
wow, in my feelings.
Well, in my feelings planned? Well, just God given.
That's a wow factor.
No, it was not, but I'm thinking like how he brought up about the Russell and his plot of doing the backyard and processing it and you did it for streams. You said that was well thought out.
Now you're trying to overthink the question. You said something that happened. Artist dropped a song.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
Well, then the dab was
What that? Just that? No, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't give it. No.
No, I mean, no. What was bigger than that?
Just that? Really?
Yeah, no.
I'm from up north.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, but it doesn't matter where you're from. Like, literally, that's how you know about it. Like, it literally
And my
crossed.
feelings was everywhere.
No. Think about it. You had presidents, you had teachers, your mama, your dad, everybody, even the people who are slow know what the dab is.
Ask us in the comments. Wow.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Please give us the first viral maybe dance or movement.
Can't touch this? In this generation, because Can't Touch This was viral.
Yeah, he said the last 5 years.
Okay.
He said the last 5 years.
Sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah. It's on his age. Please let us know in the comments which challenge
I could see
paired
that.
with music was the biggest sensation of the last half decade, last 5 years. That's cool.
When we do the math, it's 2024 minus 5 years.
2019. Okay, yeah. So maybe the ones that we brought up were even out of date. Who knows?
Yeah.
But let us know in the comments.
I also want to know too. This is my other question I had. As far as the wow factor, right? How do you think someone is able to follow up with the wow factor? Like, you think it's highly possible to follow up, or it's even less to follow up and continue?
It's highly possible to follow up if you want to always recreate that. Look at LMFAO or whatever their name is. When you try to recreate that magic, again, you start to just dwindle. You start trying to live up to expectations. Just do something else.
Well, that's why I brought that up to you about, is it a science or a plot, or is it God-given? Because something that God gave you, you can't redo it and try to live up to it. My question for you is, calm down. That's like you telling Rama he has to now not put up music until he comes out with another calm down. He put out these new tracks, and no matter how you feel, they're great music. You can't compare it. You can't keep comparing it to smash hits, because then you turn to be an artist where you're trying to chase another viral moment or another hit, a one hit. Well, how you become one hit wonder is that you can never follow up with another one, even though you probably put up more music, but it's not hitting.
I remember a one hit wonder. This is actually a funny story. Like, you know the Cupid Shuffle?
Yeah.
He has a great voice.
Yeah.
And he was saying, he goes on The Voice. He said, I want to get away from people knowing me as just the guy that made Cupid Shuffle. And this audition tape, he started singing another song. He has a great voice. He sings Cupid Shuffle.
It's called Doubling Down.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny when all the judges turned around, they're like, I know you. I thought, why the hell didn't you sing any other song? You thought you can hit the high notes for it.
Well, yeah, because why that's a thing is that, let's bring up T-Pain. He's able to...
That revamping of that entire T-Pain thing is brilliant. I'm going to his residency.
Oh, yeah.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant. T-Pain, that's my twin.
And yes, it is. Well, he gets better hair. But that's neither here nor there. No pun intended.
Didn't hear or did.
What do you like about it though?
Because I grew up with, man, this dude cannot sing. It's always auto-tune, this and that. Maybe
I never said that.
that was me.
But the question was, are you a T-Pain fan though?
Yeah. Come on, man.
What was the name of the first album?
Something, but my favorite song is Buy You a Drink. But I just...
Simply just saying you're not a T-Pain fan, because anybody who's a real T-Pain fan, that's that first album it's called Rapper Turned Singer.
Again.
But
you have to say all I heard was auto-tune.
Exactly. So that's why I brought it up, because the first album, he kind of used less auto-tune, he used his real voice. That's how you knew he could sing. But what it is that when he blew up, he used auto-tune. And my question for you is this. Someone like T-Pain, I feel like his auto-tune made him go viral, become a world sensation.
Early 2000s.
So that plot twist.
No, early 2000s, there was only 2 vocals on songs.
Him and Akon.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all you needed.
Yeah, that was...
Those 2. One hit wonder.
Do you feel... That's a good question. Let's say, because we talked about how easy it is to go viral, even though we know it's not easy to go viral. Do you feel like which artists now, or from the early 2000s, would have made it real easy to go viral with what they were doing now?
See, around that time, I wasn't allowed to listen to music. So I wouldn't know.
Lil Wayne.
Wayne is so relevant.
But he
No. What I'm saying would have gone viral easier.
he
That's
was,
the
already
question.
doing, he was already doing content technically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
already doing content.
because not to even bring your boy down a bit, but the video called Millie video. Millie when he's walking through the tour bus and the center.
A million, yeah. That's what everybody thought he
That's
was
what Russell's
Nigerian.
probably doing now. That's why I said I wanted to see content, but the way he was able to make it different, was he was able to monetize it on every platform to make some money out of it. That's why I said it's a unique way to creatively make money. But that's why I'm saying now, who now is something extremely different? I hate to go back to the first point, but I'm not, and I don't want to sound like an old head who is. I don't want to feel like an old head who's like, well, it's already been done before, because there's nothing new under the sun. I get it, but there is like someone like Ashake coming out. It's like he's giving you a new sound, like same way the Migos brought you that brought back the triple flow and made it relevant and brought like trap music to commercial music. Right. It's a unique way of doing it, cause like you can't say that they were the first trap. Like Gucci Mane, you could say in Atlanta was, I know you're from New York, but he was a trap king to everybody. But he could never go commercial with it. Mixtapes, people in the South know who he was. Yeah. But you can't give the Migos that credit that, okay, even if we weren't the original trap, we got every school, every festival to now let headliners be trap artists, commercialize it and make money. That's why I said it's unique, but have we ever seen it again? Is Future just beneficiary? What's the word?
Beneficiary.
The beneficiary of good music in the early years that he's bringing it to this time. So that's why you think he's great. Because everybody else around you, it doesn't.
I didn't start that Future. He did. Yeah.
Future's, he's up there.
But I guess at this, we just have to realize that, like you said, everything is just being recycled or, repolished.
That's the English.
Or as we Africans say, everything is packaging.
Yeah.
You see something that works and you say, bam, let's go do it here. Let's go do it here. So that at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everybody finds a niche that works and do it.
Okay, well, that's the better question to ask then. Which artist in the last 5 years had the best packaging?
Change up his packaging a lot?
Has the best packaging. What changed about Burna from now since African Giant album?
We're not looking at African Giant. We're looking at early Burna too.
But take early Burna. What has changed? Longer hair?
More tattoos?
Yeah, but that's not packaging.
That's packaging. Everything's packaging. It's an image rebrand and everything. All now.
No, but I don't think you can't say that he rebranded his image. Burna Boy. Why you love him? Because he's always been who he is now back in the day.
I take that back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just feel like he just has the button. Because somebody told me this, right? That Fetty Wap isn't dead, but just that the labels have quit pushing him.
Well, probably everybody knows that.
So the question with Burna, did he just have the green light, got that button pushed, and now they're pushing him? And because someone like Drake, you're right, repackaging, coming back with different flows, coming back with different artists to work. Because remember, Drake has gone from working with Jumpman with Future, to Migos, to now 21 Savage. He's repackaging himself to stay alive in the industry. Cool. Yeah. But what African artists you feel like? I would say David.
Well, let's end it on that note. Mike gets the final. He wins this argument.
But let us know.
Y'all let us know.
Comments who you guys think. Which artist do you like? Which artist did you see has the best packaging in the last 10 years or something like that?
I want to end on this final note. I just looked down and my hands are ashy. These guys let me sit with them.
You a grown ass man.
Ashy.
That's how it always is. That's how it always is.
No.
You can't.
They let me sit down with ashy hands.
You sitting down there POV.
Yeah. So I want you to know that these are the people I sit with. They can't even. Man got the oil on his skin and everything, and I'm here dry. Thank you guys.
Called essential oils.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Sound of Needs a podcast.
Peace, love, and apple juice.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Sound of Needs, all that. Shout out to Capture ATL too, my boy.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.